I figured it would be cool to do a Q&A because those seem to do well on my channel for the most part, although TBD on whether or not that's still true. All right, all these questions, by the way, were sent to me via Instagram. That's mostly where I feed through my questions, but feel free to drop a comment if you do have a specific question, and maybe I'll add it in the next one. I'll try to do these once a month. All right, I'll start off with a big one. What future projects are you working and appearing on that you are able to talk about? So right now I have a radio show that I am working on. I've been talking about it pretty publicly. It's with iHeartRadio. We're planning to launch very soon. So fingers crossed it happens very soon as opposed to later. And I really am looking forward to it. It's going to be a news show it's going to be a video game news show. So there's not much else you need to know except for make sure to tune in when I do announce it officially. But yeah, that's one of the things I can talk about. Besides that, I've definitely been working on some other projects that are more time consuming, and some of them have been 5 years in the making. But of course the strikes that are happening with the writers and the actors currently have stalled those. So TBA on when I can talk about those right now. But I think what you could look forward to definitely that I can talk about is more YouTube content. I want to aim for at least one video a week. Now I have posted 2 in this past week, because I just have been having fun making a lot of content and I have plenty of ideas. I'm bursting with ideas. So I think once a week, just to make sure, again, I say this in all my videos and it's probably repetitive, but I've definitely found that I can get into these creative modes and they don't last forever. So I'm just gonna focus on a very light schedule and hope that I can stick to it, and also bank a bunch of stuff, like record a bunch of content now that I'm back in the groove of being creative, and bank it and hope that that'll last me through to the next time that, I lose the creative juices. Le jus créatif, as they say in French. So I am very excited to be continuing to do that. So you can definitely expect YouTube stuff once a week and streaming once a week. I usually stream Mondays on Twitch and I usually post Wednesdays on this platform. What's my favorite song right now? I'd say the first one that came to mind for me answering this question is Magdalena Bay. If you guys haven't heard of them, highly recommend listening to their entire catalog. They're a duo out of California, I believe, and they have been around for a while. They do stream, so they're kind of nerds and they play video games, particularly Nintendo games, it looks like. But they make music that is pretty incredible, and I think if you're a gamer or if you're just into pop dance music, I would say definitely check them out. Magdalena Bay, my favorite song of theirs right now is Wandering Eyes, but their whole mini mix volume 3 is really, really good. So look into that. All right, here's another question. If money and scale were not an issue, what would be your dream cosplay? I think if money were no object for a cosplay, I would probably pick to do an Overwatch hero. I've always wanted to do a Mercy variant cosplay and just try one of the themed out skins or something like that. But I think if money were an object, I'd love to do a D.Va cosplay. I don't play D.Va that much in Overwatch, but it would be sick to get like a working mech and to cosplay as D.Va. Yeah, I think that would be the one I'd go to because it'd probably be the most expensive and the most intricate to make and the most fun to make, if I'm to be honest, because I'd be working with robotics, which I've always wanted to do. So yeah, that would be my pick. My favorite game of 2023, that's not an easy question to answer, but I will say, and I've been playing Starfield and Baldur's Gate 3, that Diablo 4 just still holds a special place in my heart. I had the most fun at launch playing that game. I was part of a really cool clan and we played almost every night. It was this like binge of Diablo 4 madness. And I just had the best time. I laughed hard with my friends. We dungeon crawled, we leveled together. It was just the best experience I've had playing. And for me, I don't play a lot of games where I'm playing as a team or multiplayer games, although I've recently gotten into Overwatch. Second to that, I'd have to say Starfield. I really did like Baldur's Gate 3. I was surprised because I'm not somebody who's very much into turn-based games. But it has swayed me to some degree, so I'll give Baldur's Gate 3 a third place on that front. So yeah, Diablo 4 top of the list for me for now. I don't think it's going to win Game of the Year, but it just holds a special place in my heart. What goal do I want to achieve by the end of the year? That's another question I got. My goal right now is just to be consistent on YouTube and Twitch in particular. Other social platforms, of course, I still plan on being consistent there, but the main ones I'm focused on are YouTube and Twitch. And I think if I can do that by the end of the year and have been consistent throughout, I think I'll be really happy. I have other goals of projects that unfortunately I can't talk about yet. The radio show, that's a big one. I want to get that launched before the end of the year. Because I think it's going to be really, really cool. It's all across Canada, and we're hoping to go stateside as well at some point in the future. So there's a lot of hype and big plans and goals for that show in particular. That's it. I've all my other goals I've been pretty much on top of and are steering in the right direction and will be revealed in due time. Someone said, do you consider continuing Last Week in Gaming? Again, Last Week in Gaming has now shifted into a new type of show that I'm working on with iHeart. But I still think there's a place for Everybody Games, which is the podcast I used to have and used to host on my YouTube channel. So some form of that may return. I don't want to go too big into that until I know there's a set plan and it makes sense. So, and I'd likely bring some other folks on board. It won't just be me. So that's the plan for that. Someone asked, do I lift? Yes, I do lift. I lift pretty heavy. I'm pretty strong right now, and that makes me really, really proud and extremely motivated to keep doing that. I think it's just become a part of my life. Maybe I'll do a video about that at some point. Favorite book and why? If we're talking about books that came out this year, Gundog, be sure to check it out. Gary just launched this last week by the time you're watching this video, and it is really, really good. Look, I have over the years read many books. I've watched a lot of TV, movies, and I've found that my thing is actually sci-fi, and I didn't realize. I thought I was fantasy, sci-fi, all the different genres, but this is a good sci-fi book. It's just action-packed the whole way through. I hope they make a movie of it one day in the future. But right now, actually, they do have an audiobook podcast. Shannon Woodward's in it, Troy Baker, a bunch of other folks. So yeah, if you are just looking for something that's gonna satisfy that sci-fi action itch, read this one. This is my favorite one of the year that I've read. And I'm not a huge reader. I read maybe 3 to 5 books a year, but this one is just, I'm on a second read, and that's how good it is. Here's a good one. What game am I currently looking forward to playing right now? I'm looking forward to playing Spider-Man 2. I'm looking forward to playing, oh my gosh, City Skylines 2, which I can't believe is coming out, and I'm very excited, clearly, that it's coming out. I love City Skylines, and that trailer was so crazy good. I just can't wait. I can't wait to play City Skylines 2. There's probably a number of other ones I'm forgetting. But yeah, those are the ones that I can think of off the top of my head. Someone asked, are you going to be back on YouTube for your weekly update? I think I'm going to do a once-a-month Q&A. Let me know what you guys think of that. I think that answers a lot of questions, but if you do have more, I will gladly answer as many more as I can get, because I do plan on making one of these a month, and see if they do well. They're really fun to make, and they're a good way to update you on stuff, and yeah. So I had fun talking to you guys and answering all your questions that you sent me via Instagram. If you do have anything else you'd like to see on this channel, I'm open to ideas. I've definitely been interacting with you guys in the comments a lot, so any sort of feedback on there is highly welcome and appreciated. But yeah, I'm gonna leave it there because I do need to head out to play Shaman Break Woo, and it's gonna be really fun. I'll see you guys soon.